Our theme for June 2021 Leads Club chapters is Givers and Takers. Helping others succeed will grow your business. Every time we connect with others in any type of relationship, we have two choices. We can tell everyone that we did it our way, on our own, and take credit for our hard work and success. Or we can focus on giving the credit to those who helped us and never expected anything in return. Adam Grant wrote the book Give and Take, A Revolutionary Approach to Success. Adam Grant's company researches networking with other people. The Business Leads Club is in. And what they have found is research shows us that the person who ends up growing their business most efficiently is the one who shares the limelight with the ones who help them become successful. Pretty good information, because oftentimes there's a mindset that if you give, you may get run over. And what the research also says is that people who are givers rise to the top, if you're looking at in terms of success, but givers also end up at the bottom. The kind of giver that rises to the top is strategic in the way they give. They do have expectations, and they don't allow themselves to be run over and give away themselves because they have low self-esteem. Now, there is a third category in Adam Grant's research. They're called matchers. Those are people who give when they're given to and take when they're taken from. It's a tit-for-tat relationship. Matchers take from a taker when they've been harmed by them or when someone else has been harmed by them and they want to make it fair. Adam Grant says that the majority of people are actually matchers. So, how do you recognize a taker? Well, let's answer this question. Think of a person you interact with or have interacted with or know who's interested in connecting with you. However, you believe in your heart they really want to take advantage of your relationships for their own benefit. So if you were to describe this person's behavior and mindset, what would it look like? So for the sake of time, I'm going to speed forward and ask you some questions about this person you may have identified by name. Does this person make you feel like they have ulterior motives? Do you trust them? Do you feel like they're too pushy? Are they more interested in talking at you than listening to you? And do you believe this person cares about you and wants to help you without getting anything in return? So depending on your answers, you may have discovered a taker. So takers show up like wolves in sheep's clothing. Sometimes they're fakers. They're really good at faking being a matcher or a giver. So you let them into your network, you let them into your relationship, your sphere of influence, and suddenly you feel like you made a huge mistake because they aren't who you thought they were. The other thing you should know is that takers will take more than they give. They don't give very little unless it's strategic. Takers use words like I, me, mine, my, and myself. And when they create strategic partnerships, they've designed what they're going to do. And then the partnership is no longer viable, important, doesn't give them what they need, the taker will end the relationship, often abruptly without any excuses or information. Takers take credit for everything they accomplish, even when they do not even do the work. Takers usually completely ignore, discount, and deny the efforts of anyone else who helped them reach their goals, whether it is in the business world or at home with their family. So if you put up your guard when you're meeting a new colleague, it's probably because you picked up the scent of a wolf, someone who has a self-serving motive. And whenever we see a taker coming, we immediately protect ourselves by closing the door to our networks and withholding our trust and willingness to help that person. If you've ever found yourself wanting to protect or get away and don't want to give referrals, it's probably because they're a taker or they've proven that they're not a good resource for you. Can you recognize a giver? Think of a person you know who gives to others without any expectations from them in return. Describe their behavior and mindset. Is it different than previously when we talked about the taker? So let's answer these questions when you're talking to somebody that you think they have your best interests at heart. Do you like and trust them? The answer is usually yes. Do you feel like they care about you and have your best interests at heart? Yes. Do you want to give them referrals and introduce them to your clients? There's a sense of opening up our network to be able to introduce our clients to people that we know can help our clients, our customers, have a better life, solve a problem, make them have something that enhances their lives. And do you want to create a strategic referral relationship with them? Often when we meet people, we have this inward desire to say, I want to connect with you because you can help the people that I want to help or are my clients and customers. And so that referral relationship is a blessing. It's a gift to the clients that you work with, the customers that you serve. So we have givers. Something to know about givers is that givers give more than they receive. Takers take more than they give. Givers use words like we, us, ours, and ourselves. Adam Grant's company does research on networking relationships, and what they've learned is the more generous your attitude, the more benefits you gain from relationships with other givers. And when you set out to help others, you will rapidly reinforce your own reputation and expand your universe of possibilities. So here you are helping other people succeed, and in return, you actually reinforce your own reputation and open up the door for more opportunities for success. Pretty cool. So more information about givers. They express a genuine interest and belief in the potential of others, and they continually engage in actions that support us. They tilt reciprocity, giving to others, in the other direction, preferring to give more than they get. And their focus is on acting in the best interests of others, sharing their time, energy, knowledge, skills, ideas, and connections with other people so they can benefit them. So let's find more givers for our chapters. So how can we find Leads Club givers to come expand our referral relationships with and grow our business? Question is, who do you know that might not necessarily be in your chapter, but they're a giver and they're highly connected, and they would go out of their way to introduce you to somebody in their sphere that they know would benefit from being in your referral group? Think about that. Sometimes we only think about who we know, but if you go further to another layer of who do you know that's a giver, that has connections, that would be willing to help you build your chapter with people that are also givers. So as you keep moving through the growth of your chapter, the solidity of everybody giving each other in the best interest will also grow your business in return. So one of our goals in building Leads Club strength is to avoid the takers. So, question for you, how can you or me or us recognize takers in advance and avoid introducing them to our referral partners? And what criteria should we use to recognize a taker so we don't get burned or let others get burned by them? These are great questions to answer in your chapter. So in conclusion, I'd like to challenge you to take this quote by Adam Grant to heart. Givers succeed in a way that creates a ripple effect, enhancing the success of people around them. So we wrap it up that givers give without expectations, and in response, they enhance their credibility and success by helping other people win, and in turn, they win. So I challenge you for the month of June to find more givers to bring into your chapter. Talk to more people who are givers that can invite other people that they know who might be successful being in your Leads Club chapter. And may you have a ripple effect on other people, enhancing the success of everyone around you, and in return, you have success too. I'm Dr. Dina Stacer, the Chief of Business Success Strategies for Leads Club.